March, not the 8th as the camera said, because we crossed the date line and we're in the airport at Auckland, New Zealand to catch our second flight that'll take us over to Brisbane. Okay, we are now in Brisbane. I think I've got the date set right, the 9th of March. There's 3 hours between Auckland and Brisbane. 3-hour difference time zone wise. So anyway, we're getting on our bus. It's going to take us around and then take us to our...
It's pretty natural, but every now... This actually used to be the port of Brisbane.
Just
and this is where they used to bring all the convicts from England over. So they built most of this area in here. And also was where they built the supply for the US warships in World War II. So a million... It's pretty good. Beach with lifeguards, which is Brisbane's only beach. Coming down further, we
We're on top of Mount Kutka now, outside of Brisbane, and this is looking south and overlooking the town of Brisbane and our Oriental friends. And this is looking up to the north. Too many trees in the way to Brisbane on Saturday the 10th, waiting for a bus to pick us up, take us out to the airport to go to Cairns. Nothing real exciting except a nice big mall, outdoor, indoor mall, and a little square here. We're just taking a quick look at it. Part of our gang. This is a statue to the pioneers. Church, kind of in the middle of everything here. United something. We'll have to look at the sign a little closer. Kind of a waste of a DC-3. It's a little out of focus, I think. Across the window. Well, here we are at Cairns. C-A-I-R-N-S. Cairns, as Jenny says. Because they don't pronounce their R's. Looking out of our balcony in the Trade Winds Hotel. Tide's low right now, but we'll just shoot this here. Tomorrow we go out to Great Barrier Reef.
It's made into a crystallized form, and it's called raw sugar. Now, the raw sugar we produce here in North Queensland is exported overseas, and some of it will also go to the Australian sugar. Well, as we approach this next roundabout, if you have a look out to the left, up into the hills. Now, if some of you are interested in giving it a go, and perhaps you think $100.
Now here we are in Port Douglas, and we're going to go out the Great Barrier Reef from here. It's a little cloudy, but they say it can be very sunny out there. Here, the boats are taking us out there.
is now open for a selection of wines, beers, spirits and soft drinks. And if our cabin crew can be of assistance today, please do not hesitate to ask.
This is in the underwater observatory. We'll see what we can get here. It's a little cloudy today.
Well, I'm just getting used to it, isn't it?
This is where the snorkelers go, the scuba divers go underneath, of course. Not much to see because it's all underwater. This is a floating station, kind of like where they work off from.
How you going?
And our boat's tied up alongside. They feed you here. And it's kind of a crummy day, but it makes it a little gray down there. This is where they teach you to scuba. You start off here, get comfortable, and then you go down and they stay with you. So good training. They're quite thorough. And I just did one dive here, and then I'm going out on the open dive. Did a few minutes. And it's mostly underwater where you can see the reef. And this is the edge of the reef. Out there you can see the water breaking from the Coral Sea coming in. I'm just on top of our boat that brought us out here. Here are the snorkelers. The water, the coral comes up fairly close to the surface here. And so that's what they're doing out here. Here we are leaving the Great Barrier Reef to show you how this thing propels. North Rainforest Station here.
I got to practice. I lost one.
You did.
Good old Jim.
Got a little baby, little koala just sleeping away here. If they're smart, they're sleeping, yeah. He spent his lifetime sleeping in that little tree.
Rich, look.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
All having a siesta. Look at that. A bunch of down under.
Yeah.
Look at the round. More over there.
Come on, guys, wake up.
Well, we got
You're doing right there.
they know.
There's one standing up in there.
A whole bunch of them over there.
Yeah, I see them lying around, lazy bums.
Well, you had nothing else to do.
Right.
Can you see the difference?
No. One's browner, one's gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ears aren't as large. Their head's a bit more compact, I guess. You finish doing this after over footing, how's that sound?
There you go.
Eyes up there.
Can you pat them? Can you try patting them a little bit, maybe? Try patting them with your other hand. See if he'll let you pat them.
Go in the pouch. That's right. Come on, you guys.
Yeah.
You're lazy.
Come on, bring your Joey over, we'll feed them.
They're not hungry, they're probably too well fed.
There's a baby. In this, I know this. Right here.
Where?
This one.
Baby.
Yeah. Hey, come on up, pup.
They're good? They're good?
Gentle, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, you can have the rest of this now. I want to get a picture of Jim feeding them.
All right, now I'll give you the name of the crocodile. Estrine is the correct name. Estrine being that they hang out in the estuaries. But we call them saltwater or salty crocodile here in Australia as a nickname because...
Yeah, I had some the other night.
All right.
What is it?
All right.
I ate it, but what is it?
What is it? Barramundi belongs to the perch family. And that's pretty broad. But barramundi, we call it barramundi. It's an Aboriginal word meaning large scale.
Going on the Army duck ride through the rainforest.
Made into the Amazonian headwaters there. That fruit there tastes quite... Coffee on the left-hand side here with the red berries. Now these are all original descendants of the coffee plantation, which used to be all right across here in the late 1800s. Spherical fruit, large leaves. This is marang growing here. Marang is from the Philippines. The flesh on the inside is very translucent and white. Nice view of the tropical rainforest canopy up there on this hillside. This is the southern end of the McAllister Range here, which is all part of the Great Dividing Range, which runs right down the east coast of Queensland into New South Wales. The Aussie kookaburra is also a kingfisher as well, the largest kingfisher. All right, that's the end of the tour. That was worth a comparison. That's because of the intense rainfall and the very, very high humidity we have here. It's perfect for plant production. Lots an awful amount of wildlife. Now, of course, being the Aussie bush, we don't have any monkeys in the trees. We don't have any large carnivorous animals charging around through the forest trying to kill us. A very large fern, though, will get up to about 14 metres high and 9 metres spread across the top. So the world's largest fern, the Cyathica species. Beautiful when they're fully grown. According to the scientists, these date back about 150 million. Good examples here of some epiphytes. A better example of the elkhorn fern just in here. Elkhorn fern, number 3 in the list. You may be able to see the... Wait a while. Licuala ramsii, if you want to be technical about it. I'm pretty sure it's number 14 on your list there. And it says on the list it's more than 200 years old. Yeah? Well, when we say more ban in Australia, it means we don't bloody know. Alright? Everybody on board still? Oh yeah, there's some wildlife already, folks, on the left-hand side. That's there. That's an eastern water dragon there. He's a close cousin of the Aussie frog-neck lizard, an aquatic lizard. Very, very good swimmers. They go up to 1 metre long. A couple of logodiles on the right hand side there. Just to allay any fears about crocodiles, folks, we don't have any in the water here. Morning, get a bit of energy from the sun, warm up a bit. So, living in the waters to irrigate all the coffee trees that were growing at the top a long time ago. Average depth of the water is about 40 feet deep, 12 metres. A very deep little gully that was dammed up many years ago. In fact, this is the old original dam just in front of us here. Chew the flowers up, full of vitamin C. Okay, then we finish it up with the bubble Okay, last one I do for you is not to
traditional, something I made up. It's a truck starting up, taking off.
Show you how to use this thing. I forgot how to use it. Like that's it. I can't see it. Take some pictures of
Whoa. Okay, back then, try a number of women at the same time. After about 5 or 6, can be thrown at once. Okay, we have a left hand and a right hand returning piece.
Okay.
Neat. See that there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody here, left-handed? Yeah, that's not bad. That's him.
Very good. He's done it before.
Yeah. Whoa! First time here? High level, sea level.
Yeah. There you go. Whoa!
Thank you.
That's your feet. He's got no shoes on.
That flat.
No, you gotta let it go.
You gotta let go.
Yeah. That flat, Jen. Tip it up a little.
Yep, straight over.
I'm useless.
Nah. There you go.
There it goes. Look at it come around.
There you
go.
Whoa.
Beautiful. Sailing. You did love.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Almost.
Hey.
Jimmy, you want to do it again?
Hey, what have you got to lose?
Anything sports oriented. Oh, jeez. Very good.
There you go.
Thank you.
Here we are. We'll take the sky rail. Well, we're on the sky rail.
We never used it. Really?
You have grandchildren, right?
Yeah.
Well, we bought them a smaller one like this, digital. It's only like this big.
It'll slip in here.
We're at Falls. What falls? Who's?
Miranda?
No. Something. In the rainforest. Spectacular.
Wow.
A lot of water. Same falls.
Sorry, sir.
Look out!
Right out.
Don't have that. For ski areas, they don't care. Except during the summer. Tree ferns?
Yep.
They work their way up to the top of the
Well,
tree?
Some of those are the, like you said, the palms. What are the ones that are, the fig ones are the ones that rob that kill the other tree.
Yeah.
Or fig or something. More of an appreciation for trees.
There's this tree we're crossing here.
Wow.
Where's the box?
Was it
This thing-
down there?
Oh yeah, this tree we're crossing is a monster there.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah, basket fern.
Oh, go over by the basket fern. Oh, well, I won't. You got to stand on that post.
Yeah, you got to get up tall enough.
Move up here. Probably fall on my face. Crash. I don't think I got any of that one. It moved. No, all I got was a blue.
Did you?
Yeah, we can see today.
Yes, it is.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. That was funny.
Still? Okay, I was trying to get a...
Just don't get the top right there, please.
You want a pan?
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Birdie. Birdie.
There's a lot of wildlife in here, too.
Sure, we're told. The original aquatic Japan as such. We're taking a look at some of these hills to your left-hand side. These are man-made. And when we clean some exhibitions like your 4-H exhibitions that you have in the States, they'll probably get easily 1 million people through here over the Easter period of 10 days whilst this show is on. And down in this particular section also is the sheep and the cattle. And this is another section of it. If you get up to the top, you're looking at over $900,000. To your left-hand side, this is the archery competition area. These poles are in fact 185 poles meant to represent, I'm told, the burrowing of the electricity in this particular area, because if you look back across these, a little animal that does fly. Oh, it's a nice little grey egret across to your left-hand side, 2 of them. But the little parrots are sometimes predated on by cats and dogs and such.
They must be all down the pub having a beer.
They had to contract to take over the properties for 18 months. And so in many places the government still have the control of the properties and are still paying rent. Once the athletes left, then they stripped out the garages once more and they repaid 400,000 up to 650,000. And these places over to the right-hand side, the units ran up from about 300,000 upwards. So this was the...
Well, here we are. I've been showing you Olympic Village. And we just stopped out here for a second. This is the main boulevard, Olympic Boulevard, right straight ahead.
Okay. I'll buy that.
That's right there with the big stadiums on the right.
Looks nice to be warm.
To be warm? Will you not warm up in Cairns, or is it
24 degrees?
check our bus?
Goodbye.
Did you come in from New Zealand, or you guys in New Zealand after this?
Well, we stopped off at New Zealand and then came right.
Okay, this is old Sam Haslam's Creek. They've changed the direction of it because it was running through some toxic areas which they needed to clean up, so they changed the course. These large turrets at either end look like the circular turrets. This is for easy access for police. It's a very area. Olympic Games, all the...
This is the Aquatic Center, Sydney Aquatic Center. Amazing how they, from the Olympics of course, it's amazing how they use this facility all the time. There's most of our group here.
It's that shallow, but late last year a young girl was out there rowing about 5 o'clock in the morning, practicing. Over is called the Anzac Memorial Bridge. You all know what Anzac stands for, don't you? Australian New Zealand Army Corps. But this was recently named the Anzac Memorial Bridge. It's running from the southern part of the city around through Darling Harbour, underneath a building I won't mention, and back around to the fish markets over here to the front right. So it's not only a social harbour for living on, it's also a working harbour. There's the inner city of Sydney. I know in America when...
Oh, the 14th of March, Sydney Harbour. I'm going to go on a coffee cruise this morning here. And this is the big bridge where people walk up and across and back down the other side. So we'll get you more on the way. This is, go back over, this is the Opera House here, Sydney Opera House. And hopefully my battery, interesting catamarans. And the ferry boats.
Harbour. But if you can't, if you have some reason that you need to leave it on Rocky Island, and the construction of the fortress didn't take place till the middle of the 1800s. But for the first 8 or 10 years of the colony, they used to punish convicts who misbehaved by marooning them on this deserted rocky. It opened in 1981. It's right in the middle of our main shopping district. It's called the AMP Tower, but it's often also referred to as the Centre Point Tower because it's a very large shopping complex. And
Nobody's gone
Well, we just passed under this bridge here, which just cleared the deck. And they had to take the mast down and shoo everybody off. So, interesting.
Who are you, huh?
7 meters.
What are you doing there? Look at that.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
One of my best friends started talking to me and I didn't know that.
This is an inner harbor after that bridge. And I'm not sure how. They must get out the far end where we're going. So it must be an island then.
the beach there, again a little fence in the water. We carry shark-proof nettings, another shark-free swimming area. There was, I believe, a race course on this piece of land at one time. But it's been a picnic area now for quite a long time too. In 1868 there was an attempted assassination here at Clontarf.
replacements up here.
Yeah, there's one back here too.
Yeah.
Quite a harbor.
Yeah.
But the first one was involved in a battle during World War I with a German ship, the Emden. And the tripod was put up in 1934 to commemorate the lives lost in that battle. Now there was a fort on this headland in the early 1800s, and then in the 1840s they built this little stone jetty just around the bend here to make it easier to bring supplies in. So appalling they had to close the business right down. Now later when the owners decided to sell the land here, the council stepped in to save the foreshore for the public, and they declared all the land from the water's edge up to 30 metres above the high water mark to be public land. And it still is, so they couldn't sell all that. They had carted that across the harbour to build the Kirribilli House, which is the Sydney home of the Australian Prime Minister. And John Howard, our present and 25th Prime Minister, is living here at the moment. He is only the second Prime Minister to live in Sydney, however. Most of them have lived in 1846. Kirribilli House was completed in 1854, incidentally. First is the Bayonne Bridge on Staten Island in New York, which is 1 metre longer and was finished 4 months earlier. But the Bayonne is very narrow, and this is very wide, and it's the width and weight of the bridge that make it the world's largest. This one carries 8 lanes of traffic, 2 railway lines, and there are 52,800 tonnes of steel in the bridge. It was opened in 1932. It took them 8 years and 8 months altogether to build it. It cost £9 million, and they finished 34 metres above sea level, and you can climb right to the top. Some of you may be able to see people up there right now. There's nearly always somebody up there doing the bridge climb. It's one of the newest adventures in Sydney. I did the bridge climb myself about 6-7 months ago. Many of you probably have done it all with no operation at all. Don't laugh, a 100-year-old woman. About a year ago, she asked her grandson for a bridge climb for her 100th birthday. So as I said, they do look after you very well. They don't rush you. Now we're on the West Mount, Parramatta every day between 11:30 and 2:30. But if you look out to the right at the moment into this bay, you'll see the hotel curved around the shore here, Park Hire. And if you look just above the Park Hire, up towards the bridge but underneath the road level, you'll see the silhouettes of a whole bunch of people walking along the framework, just out through the rising sun pines there above the hotel. These people are all going up to do the bridge climb. This is how you get there, along the framework under the bridge there. Now on our starboard side coming up is the...
I'm trying to recall where we've seen this fellow.
Yeah.
Oh, what about trips to Europe?
Oh, they're like a, yeah.
Scandinavia? I think it was.
Botanical Gardens. Don't want to zoom, just to look around. This little bay. Kind of peaceful today. This is Sydney Harbour, where we were on the boat yesterday. This is a very old fig tree, which is fenced in so that you won't walk out there because the limbs are hollow and they tend to fall off. A who? Jacaranda, huh? We have some funny birds in the trees here. I guess they like trees. They must fly because they're up in the... There's a little sign down there that says something. Well, here we're down at the aquarium. These are the Matilda cruise ships. Amazing catamarans. Catamaran sailboats. This is just the Maritime Museum across the way. Got a submarine there. Probably a cruiser.
They only live in your country.
to the platypus, spectacled platypus. Long-finned eel. There's a water dragon. Crocodile down there. Yeah.
Crocodiles.
A big one.
It is.
Here's our door. Yeah. Yuck.
There's a crab climbing up the wall. All kinds of stuff on it.
Fluorescent coral. No. Octopus.
Oh, there's a shark.
There's a shark.
That's the kind we saw when we were snorkeling.
Got a sharp tail. This is interesting. There's a big one come right at us.
It's so good. You are such a... It's like he's smiling at us from underneath.
Big skates. We're looking beasts right Look at this guy. They run in schools?
Yeah.
Here we are in the Sky Tower.
Come on, you want to go around?
This is Sydney Harbor and the entrance way out here. So we went in yesterday, we went out by that point out there.
You can swim out to it anyway.
Oh yeah, I'll zoom in on the bridge. People are walking up here today, I assume. There's a group going up. Here's the aquarium where we were. The submarine and ship across the street, across the water, the quay. There's the airport off in the distance. Continuing around counterclockwise, coming over to the west here. And continuing around back up to the entrance to the Sydney Bay Harbor. This is all like condominiums here. A few good-sized boats. There's a good-sized ferry there. I think it carries people and cars. That was like a prisoner's island at one time and became a fortification. I believe that's part of the Olympic site, unless it's over. Hell, I can't.
The Irish alcoholic? He preferred women. He looked like Annie Oakley.
Well,
Said she's dead, isn't she? Sorry. Oh, no, but I'm telling you that.
We're at the Featherdale Wildlife Park, and I'm going to take an hour and a half tour. It's outside of Sydney, quite a ways.
We'll put it to you this way.
Really pretty, guys. Yes. Look like cockatoos, yeah.
Get a good shot.
Little kangaroo one. Yeah. What's the difference between them?
Color, I think the kangaroos are gray and the wallabies are...
He says one of them hops and one of them does something. Huh? Is that an ostrich? Yeah, I guess it's an ostrich.
Wombat.
Go back. It's very difficult. It keeps moving about.
I think he paces back and forth.
Yeah.
Poor thing, he'd like to probably get out of there, huh?
Yeah. You can't too fast.
Well, we didn't get any food for him, did we?
Yeah.
Too close.
They're awake today.
Position is everything in life.
Like all animals, anything with a mouth bites.
Tummy.
So he may bite. He'll bite you. He can bite, yeah, he said.
Big skinny leg. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it'll focus. It doesn't like the fence.
Look at the guys down here. Look at the back. Well, this is... Look at this thing. What do you call the thing that hangs down? Oh! Hey, Jordan. Watch out!
Hello.
It's planted with solar panels, right?
They said.
Oh, look at all those guys over there eating the gray ones. The white ones. Indian paper. And this one is the vegetable
In the branches.
30 seconds or so, I would say kids not interested in feeding today. As I say, they only feed once a week this time of year. And probably in about anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks' time, we'll actually stop feeding these crocs altogether. The big guy was bred for these crocodiles here. So although these crocs are small, people ask me all the time, they say to me all the time, these are baby crocodiles. As you can see, they are not baby crocodiles, they're actually adult crocodiles, and they are clutch, which is quite a huge number of eggs.
Doesn't move much. They only feed him a couple times a week. Side picture of him. These are storks. This is a dingo. Looks pretty healthy, dingo. Most of them are pretty scrawny. It's called Darling Harbor. It's across from the aquarium, or down up the road a little bit. Walking across the big bridge. There's one of the Matilda boats. Let's take a quick shot around here. Well, here we are in Christchurch, New Zealand, overlooking the town. I'll get on the hill a little bit. Saturday over here. Much cooler here.
1967. Rotary Club of Christchurch.
We're at 4335 South and 172 East.
What's on there? Points.
Must be.
Yeah, Department of Survey and Land.
Yeah, this is overlooking Christchurch. There's big Christchurch down here.
There's the airbag, right over there.
Well, that's what I wondered. That looked like one.
Wigram.
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
The flat?
Yeah, that's the airbag.
Look at this.
This is Montdale Estates. And just a little touring. Rose gardens here.
Got you.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, look at the reflecting pond.
That's all right. Yeah?
Lois, turn around. That's for dinner, right? Right.
Lois.
That's eat inside.
Nice work, you guys.
Oh, is that it? I think they...
Yeah, but how do you get there from here?
Go the other side.
Lower the draw.
Tough. Yeah. In the Antarctic exhibit out at the airport, this is where the planes leave to go to Antarctica. So this is just a little place inside where you can go and slide around the snow.
Land. It used to be part of a great supercontinent called Gondwana. At times it was quite warm, so New Zealand and of course Antarctica. In between these new lands, huge oceans opened up, and by 80 million years ago, Antarctica was completely surrounded by water. Then so cold. To reach the earth, the sun's rays had to travel through the
Well, here we are in Christchurch in the big square. Saturday and everybody is just relaxing. Kids are bungee jumping.
Excellent. They were buying from private hunters who would go out for a weekend of sport. They pay their costs by selling some meat. And that developed into a very big business. So the helicopters got an helicopter onto the animal as it was running along the side of the mountain, knock it over, stop it to have regular shearing. I think if you talk about farming, but it'd been asked, is it once a year for shearing it? Change.
We got ski areas back in these mountains. Not talking to you. Glacier-fed lake. Very deep blue because it's reflecting the sky.
Right, yeah.
About 2,200 feet here. Not high by our standards, but mountains in the distance, if it focuses, there it goes. Our glaciers.
On our right, it's not uncommon for it to exceed 100 kilometers an hour.
I'm standing on top of a dam coming out of the canal we just were driving by, and these are the two big pipes that go down. There's a generating station here down by the water, and then it goes into this lake, which is another glacial lake. A little hazy. that mountain. Cook is, he said, 60 kilometers away. Just amazing color. This is the canal that's the input to those pipes. Comes from the last lake we were at.
Monterey line that we saw further back, but one that looks very similar, it's Pinus contorta. Yeah, heat of the summer, and perhaps more so in the ice and snow of the winter. Big bucket chains going round and round, digging up everything they saw. This river is the
bungee jumping.
They don't really have time to stop and take you in there. But no, if any of you really want to do it, we could make a reservation now and do it on the way back from cool. Tomorrow.
Going to stay there?
Yeah.
Whoa. No, I don't think so.
They started their company from that, so they're now multi-millionaires.
There he goes. There he goes.
Regular water. Mines, but they're grapeseed.
Oh yeah.
There's two layers, one above the other. I'm sure there's folks on board far better qualified than I to tell you about it.
Here we are in Queensland, New Zealand, going to take a boat ride. But just wanted to show you, if I can get it to work right. It's the top of the gondola and the parasail right off of there. They jump. And this guy just came off going back out again.
But he gave me a code. They had these, the things that he pulls off the director. He knew it was doing, he knew it was going, so I
We're on a boat. We're going to go up the lake, down the lake, someplace to a ranch for dinner. This is a steam-driven propeller boat. Looking into downtown Queensland.
Points on the top deck, looking down into the engine room, you can see the two stokers here. They hand fire coal, approximately 1 tonne per hour. As we cruise along today at 13 knots, we're having the first part of the cruise. Later on you might like to gather around for a sing-along. Cafeteria is open, wine, sales and spirits available there. Passengers also welcome. Take a look at the scenery from up on the wing of the bridge, about 4 or 5 minutes.
Triple expansion steam engine. Looking back to Queensland. I believe these are the steering cables to the rudder running alongside the ship. Not quite setting, but it's in the clouds. Sunlight type picture. And here's the boat. It'll be coming back at 9 to pick us up.
In the main summer season, the sun doesn't go down until quite late, and it's still daylight at 10 o'clock at night.
This is Monday the 19th, and just leaving in the morning to go down to the fjord for a boat ride.
We have free time and offer. I have to buy my wife a sweater. I have to buy my wife a sweater.
On the way to Milford Fjord. Some snow up in the mountains. This is a reflection in the water of the tree above it.
Excuse me.
Of course, the flash went off, which probably...
I'm hoping that we'll be able to stop it.
One of our many stops on the way to Milford Sound, or it's really a fjord. There, we're always up to the glaciers up there. Good part of the crew here. Yeah. Betty? Hey, Betty. Hello. Hi. Now, this is the leftover from an avalanche from last season. This is just before we go in the tunnel. Glacier. This is the tunnel. The buses just barely fit in it. Okay, this is the chasm. You can see it on this side, and then eventually see where it falls through on the other side. I guess the water falls down here. No.
I can't see much on that.
When it goes down through this hole, it comes up the other side. This is our lone cypress of Newfoundland. Well, this is like a fjord. Milford. Yes. That's the copper right there, the red right there. A lot of minerals in here. There's one of the ships. This is a little more modern one than the one we're on, but that's coming along behind us.
An earthquake fault line just clear view there now to
the left and above the waterfall.
We're out in the Tasman Sea now. Ship's just coming around about. As you see, you can't even see the entrance anymore. And this is the coast going north. This is north.
Cascade falls coming off the side of the Palisades. It's a permanent waterfall that runs all year round. A little bit dry at the moment, haven't had much rain in the last day or two, so it does put on quite a good display at times.
Little waterfalls here.
And only nocturnal feeding.
Interesting to watch this cloud come oozing in. There's a ship snuggled in underneath this waterfall. That's not 500 feet to there, though. No. That's more like the height of Niagara Falls right there. Too bad there's no sun on it. It'd be a nice rainbow in here. Looking at these little guys coming down the face on this side.
Glacier on the side of the mountain there, there's ice and snow down the side of the mountain, 20 metres deep or 80 feet thick. The mountain itself was named in honour of Captain John Grono, the sealing captain that discovered Milford Sound. Pembrokeshire County in Wales was his home county.
Look at him right there. There's 4 or 5 more right there.
Oh yeah,
Two,
right here.
Oh yeah, right here.
Here's right here. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah.
Aren't they cute?
Water basin, separation tongue. It's the only piece of flat ground in Milford Sound. That's where they play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Quite good. We've got a lot of pilots.
Yeah, this is a Nomad 28. Bill would like this for our mission work.
Cool.
Here we are in Auckland.
Oh, this is one of the...
It's getting right up there.
Hey, how about a little base jump in there?
Yeah.
This is a bungee jump.
Okay, this is Auckland.
Base jumping.
Yeah. Top of the Sky Tower.
They only let you out. Well, maybe if you ask them nicely, they'll give you permission.
Walk over the top of the hole, man. Last time.
Just a little spooky. I'm not sure it would make any difference if it broke.
You done such an easy one. Needed to draw these town scenes and stuff.
Found it, Jim. I found it.
I'm like standing and get on the ground. Yeah. Let's do it like, you know how there's Reggie Turner and then around there there's like more islands?
She's looking to the west. A third of the population of New Zealand lives in this town, and it's only like 1.3 million. That gives you the idea there's only 4-some million in the whole of New Zealand. I have my facts right? Yeah. And we're coming from the west now and back down to the south.
We're very proud of our little city and how pretty it looks, especially at night. It's a little ferry.
Boat. This is an America's Cup class boat that New Zealand used. This is in the Maritime Museum.
Smooth carpet for
It's a small diesel engine used in ships.
with ramparted rock. Littleton Harbour, and there are the...
Is that 3/4 back?
Here's some antique boats here. Little tube type thing out here. This is all part of the Maritime Museum.
Yes, I've seen a lot of them. I could afford it. Yeah, in New York.
I pulled them all out. This is Prada, the Italian syndicate on the outside. Syndicate.
Better watch out.
Sorry?
Which boat are you racing on?
I can't disclose that, sorry.
No.
What a matter is a Maori word, which means sparkling waters. Harbour lies in an east-west direction. The main harbour entrance is directly behind us here. Just between those two headlands. Once you get outside the harbour entrance and turn left, the next stop is South America. 5 knots of breeze, so it's pretty good sailing most days.
New Zealand seems to have a lot of high winds.
Yeah, the further south you go, the stronger it gets when you get down
The other
to
guys
40s
are
and
working
50s
on
latitude.
sails.
You must have more rain here than South Island, eh?
No, we don't.
No, but everything looked greener flying over.
Yeah, it's been a fairly.
There are those that still swear by the jerseys. The farmers today who are introducing Holsteins into the system. They're a slightly bigger animal. More jerseys here on the right. These are young heifers. They're a slightly bigger animal. Out in the field is like very deep crannies. A little bit less at this stage. They've sort of passed their dog prunamal soon. Just cut them all right back for next season. But yeah.
This is in Rotorua.
And here they are playing on one of the very early days. Because the tourists that used to come here in the sort of 1870s through to the early 1900s came here for 6 months at a time to take the waters at this bathhouse on our left here. Now this bathhouse is necessary baths and things for the affluent people from England and Europe that came out here to take the waters of Rotorua. And it fell into a rather bad state of repair, and about 25 years ago they bring here.
Here's Rotorua at Wakata? Rotorua. Wakatu, yeah, and we're going to see a show here. And then a breakfast or dinner.
Made from bamboo, not made from a reed. Starts its life off quite flat. So New Zealand flax plant. Most uncomfortablest skirt ever invented.
Not much fat on him. No.
That's the corn thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Good shoes. I know it's going to be hard for you, Uncle, so we might just let you keep them on.
Kita papatapu e takatok nei. Te wai I tutua e te pue whiara tanga tupana takatopa. Tapu e I heka, tapu tūna wale, tapu tua tini
You were then accorded a speech of welcome by our rangatira or our chief, and it was complemented by our group with the chant. At this stage, we now welcome onto the stage your representative rangatira today, Ken, all the way from Carterton, New Zealand. Kia ora. Come up on stage, Ken. He's going to join with our men in doing the hongi. The hongi is a firm handshake. It is two presses, nose to nose. The significance of the hongi is the bringing together or the sharing of two life for an action song. Kia ora!
Please do enjoy the rest of the sights and sounds that our village does have to offer. There is a guided tour leaving on the hour from the whare koha.
See what happens down, you see all the steam coming up. So if you've been to Hawaii, you've had a luau, and so it's still a very similar style of cooking too, using the steam to cook.
And here we have an Maui lunch. Buffet style with seafoods, venison and pork and you name it. Desserts. Lovely setup.
Trying very hard now to bring their language back. It basically
Probably traced over what
At times they have become quite acidic, and further out you may see it bubbling away.
Yes.
Yes. And very short.
It's typical jungle, isn't it?
Over it's really cold.
They actually have it right there too. Here we go. Go down the side. If you don't like the smell, you shouldn't be on the side.
Cute.
Don't you go falling under cover.
Fizz. It's like a scoop garden.
Yeah.
Right now, the inside of your stomach probably looks like this.
More sulfur. That's what it all.
Up farther north. Wow. Gosh, she's right there. Look at that one. Yeah, right straight ahead. With the sun shining on it, I like that. It's on the highway.
So it is two drives. Two drives that I think I just want to
There we go. Holy.
The guys are here, it's not big going from the Gamble also. So the volume of coal being a lot larger than the
reason why I'm actually going to explain why this is actually a good carving to view.
Three of them got away.
Two girls seem to have it under control, don't they? My job is to sort them out.
The dogs on top of
Yeah, you're walking on a sheet. How do you do that?
No, that's a merino.
Right hand, we use the hand piece. Left hand, we'll move those parts away. We're going to cut the ball and shear it nice and slowly.
Okay. And here the intro pulleys, this is what we're after. Much cleaner, much longer. Quick haircut, including the glue. And onto the blind blow. It's an easy job. All we need is some volunteers though to come and fill the bucket. Cut out the speaker of mistakes. You want to come and have a look?
Kevin.
Okay. Let's come on.
Samuel, you're just about finished. The first bucket, but there's two more on their way. Now eventually, it's going to change colour. It's going to go a nice golden yellow, we hope. And that's the chlorophyll out there that changes the colour. We'll have a look at it. On the count of three, you ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
in the airport in Fiji, in Nadi. Waiting for a few minutes again. Crew is changing money.
Whoa, what's that? They're all hooded.
You rained here last time.
We're at the Sheraton Fiji Resort, and our rooms are in this group. Complimentary boats and windsurfers and water. Here's the resort. This whole area is a end of the, like an island, and it's all in a protected, enclosed, guarded area for about 4 different hotels. Swimming pool. The lobby is open to the outside. There's no doors or anything. Walking on the beach in Fiji. Yep. Just got here. We'll go swimming tomorrow. This silly camera had reset again. I have to remember to duct tape that. Fiji with about everything you could possibly eat. And our gang should have a show next. Probably don't need that light. And here we are on Friday.
One of those that they give you in the room. There's 2 postcards in it.
Oh.
The hotel.
Well, you haven't looked through the folder either.
I got to most of the
Well, let me see. It says it's Friday.
Here it is.
Yeah. Well, here's a guy parasailing. Well, let's zoom in on him up here. Not a little while ago, 3 of us, one with a jib, like this one here, went ripping around for quite a while. For an hour, had a good time. That's quite the place. Dip in the pool. Jim and Jenny having lunch of ice cream and fruit and banana splits. What'd you do with the ice cream? Well, here we are, sitting on the beach, waiting for Mirror to go by. Or it should be right in the path. Cover our heads here. That's looking southeast, that direction right there. So southeast. No, that's not quite right, but anyway, somewhere along in here. Keep an eye out for it. And Mirror has just had the big burn, last big burn. So we're just enjoying ourselves on the beach in Nadi. Well, we're just getting a sure of the sky here.
The rest of the world, hey.
Quick, quick, quick!
Where?
Right there!
Oh yeah.
There it is. Right there.
Going up. Going up.
Oh, look at that! Oh.
There it is. Sure.
There it is. There it is.
All right.
Look at the pieces on that. Look at the pieces.
Yeah, look at the pieces. It's right.
Yeah, those
oh my
are all
God,
pieces.
that's incredible. All right.
North, east to south.
It's gorgeous.
Oh,
we're right here.
Duck.
Yeah, duck.
Forget about duck.
Wow.
So those clouds, but look at the pieces. Yeah. What a shot. Okay, here's the trail. Look at the trail. Holy smokes.
Wow. Get down there.
Oh, I tell you. Right through here. Reuters made a copy of this video, and that's what I think you saw on CNN this morning. Plus we all had our pictures in the paper, which we'll bring home. So anyway, it's been a pretty good, we're just biding our time now just to stay out of the sun. I got pretty sunburned, and we'll be flying out this afternoon, killing time and enjoying it around the pool.
Too busy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Good enough.
Yeah, a thunderstorm is probably going north of us, but time will tell. Well, our last great adventure is 2 days in LA, and we're at the Embassy Suites North, and of course our gang is down at happy hour. So, well, this is Saturday, and we'll be here Sunday, and then it's happy hour.
So, you get it in one first,
Now the fog is lifting. This is Marina Del Rey. Just a quick look around here on our tour. Well, guess what? We're out of battery on this one too. Yeah, this is Venice Beach. Famous Venice Beach. You got just a little bit of battery left here. Let's take some pictures. This is Venice Beach. Little villages, you know, shops and things.
About 5 years ago, there was a piece of land that was for sale up here, and since we are up in the hills, you can imagine it was on a 45-degree angle, which makes it...
Well, here we're at Grumman's Chinese Theater, and we'll just go down and get some hands and footprints here. Eddie Murphy's here. This is Eddie Murphy's.
Ladies are just on tour today. Movie stars
Step right up, folks. You don't want to miss out on this tour to Beverly Hills today.
Oh, Eddie Murphy, and he's fairly